Trinity House is a house of hospitality here in Albuquerque that we started in 2005. We're a community of lay people, all volunteers, who invite homeless folks to come and live with us in community. Usually these are folks who would otherwise be on the streets, and they stay with us for a year to get back on their feet.
I think that the Trinity House is a place that's not only worth participating with, but also worth defending. And I think that a lot of people take places of that nature for granted. They don't actually understand what the purpose could be.
As believers in Jesus Christ, we feel called to take the words of Christ seriously. So in the works of mercy that Christ was talking about, he specifically said that we need to take care of people if we have the capacity to do so. The works of mercy say, feed the hungry. The works of mercy say, shelter the homeless. The works of mercy say, visit the prisoner. The works of mercy say, take care of the sick.
That's why in following the gospel and in immersing ourselves in the reality of poverty, we feel compelled to take a stand against war, to take a stand against nuclear weapons and all the aspects of violence that are bankrupting, our well-being, the well-being of the poorest, and the future of our children.
Trinity House is part of the Catholic Worker movement, which was founded in 1933 by Dorothy Day and Peter Morin. And they founded it upon the principles of personalism, particularly in the context of contemporary American society, but also looking at it from a more global perspective.
And in the New Testament, in the letter of St. James, we're urged that seeing someone who's suffering and just wishing them well, that's not the Christian thing to do. We have to actually offer them what it is they're needing, not just hope that they get it sometime later on in life or in the afterlife.
The great scandal in North America is that despite all the wealth, people do not share. So there are still individuals suffering from homelessness and from hunger. Therefore, we have two main missions at Trinity House. One is to house a couple of homeless people, and the second one is
food rescue, recovery, and redistribution. We believe that food is God's love made edible. When we see the face of poverty in Albuquerque, we don't wait for either economic forces or government forces to help people and to solve the problem of poverty. We try to take personal responsibility and direct action. All that we do is breaking bread one with another, whether it's at breakfast during our in-house hospitality or the Sunday free lunch out at the park. We share our lives with one another while also sharing material resources and nourishment. We're blessed with so much fresh and healthy food, which homeless folks don't usually get. The folks who come on Sundays to create this free lunch are young people and church members who are responding to the presence of homeless people in Albuquerque with compassion. We eat together, we gather together in public space so that instead of it just being a service for poor folks, it's a community event. It is a chance for people from all different social backgrounds to gather together and have a good time, enjoy the beautiful park, God's creation, both in the grass and the trees and the sun, in each other, and also in this wonderful food that God has given us, which is truly a gift for us to share with one another, not just a commodity for people to purchase for private consumption.
And it's early morning, it's on a Saturday, and it's very nice to see regular faces there, people that can be relied on, people who always go and get this food, and that's very kind of them to even go and do that. Trinity House is a place that I've seen a lot of progress happen, especially in the last year. And the artwork has not only just been like artwork, it's been a place where there'd be an addition, but there'd be some art that would have been added to it.
So here at Trinity House, we've had the good fortune of having artists in our community, both homeless guests and also volunteers.
I believe in the power of creativity.
The Catholic Worker movement has always taught that there's a dignity to labor. That's why the human rights of the worker are so important. And by embracing a life of manual labor, we celebrate the fact that we're co-creators with God, that we were given this creation, yet we also get to improve this creation in serving one another with our hands and our minds. One of the trademarks of Trinity House around town is our giant Peace and Justice truck, which we run off of vegetable oil. We believe in doing things on a small scale in a personal way, but the more people that are involved and the more people who support our work financially and spiritually with prayer, the more we're going to be able to respond to God's call to help the folks who are most needing it. The original vision of the Catholic Worker movement was that all the members of the laity and all the members of the body of Christ would start to take personal responsibility towards acting for peace and justice. And we can't do these good works alone. Everything that we have has been a gift from the community. We're stewards of these resources.
And it's up to all of us to share and just be kind to one another and